Hey, Dana here, and welcome to my garage. If you want to see me use the Maddox 11-piece disc brake pad and caliper service tool on my 96, or actually it's my wife's, 96 Ford Mustang, stay tuned. Well, a couple years ago, I went through A1 Auto. And I picked these up for this. Did the fronts on it. I never got around to doing the rears, and then the motor went bad, and went ahead and that's as far as I got. So these are A1 Autos, Mustang GT Performance disc brakes, rotors, rear ceramic brake pads, and the kit. So let's see what's in here. I've gone ahead and done everything else I need to do. There we go. Good in there. Nice and sealed in there. These are slotted, high performance. It said GT, but it's not going to change any performance. Sweet. Put on. What is this? Mustang rear performs rotor and ceramic kit. Rear ceramic brake and auto one. Okay, it's all part of the same kit. Alright. So first thing, first you get your tires off. Then you take your caliper. You got to take caliper off. 13s. Those are 13 millimeter. But I use that as a combo and a universal on the bottom here, because you got to get past that freaking spring. Once you get them loose, there's not much to deal with other than dropping it down across the freaking floor. Okay. Once that's done, now you can break them loose, almost. Come on, just like so. You got your emergency brake cable is also attached to that. So these are solid as a rock. On here, got to clean up the adjusters, the sliders. It's got very little. How about this inner one? Probably got none. Man, that is not good. You need those. I don't know if the new ones are going to come with them on there now. No, they don't. That's fantastic. So we're going to have to reuse these. Fall right off. So, gotta clean those up. Make sure your The sliders are, that one's not good. Oh boy, that could be a problem. If that C's inside there, guess what? We need a whole new one. Okay. And this is also one of those you have to turn. You got to turn it to get it to go back in. Alright, so next step, let's go ahead and get the slider bracket off of there so we can get the rotor off. That is a 15. Probably going to be a little more difficult. Maybe it's going to be tight. I don't have a 15. Get behind it. Break loose. Okay. No problem. Bottom one. Stretch up the new shock. Don't do that. Crap. Electric ratchet. Fortunately, the top slider is working really well. The bottom one is not. We're going to put it in the vise. Hopefully I can get that to let go. If not, guess what? We're going to need a new one. Alright, we got lucky. I've had some that are frozen right in there. So let's go ahead and get a good thing of brake grease smeared on that. Get it in there. Man, one that was frozen momentarily. We'll make sure these slide. Even though the pistons will release, you got to have those so they'll be flexed. Let's go take that puppy off. What the heck am I doing? Oh, no kidding. Guess what I found? It don't sound good, does it? But remember I said I had an anti-skid issue? That's what I got. Look what I found. Come on, come back out. The anti-skid pickup. Go look at the other one. Rattling back there. Not a play. I'm gonna drag this sucker out in the day. Okay, I'm on this side. Same scenario. That hopefully I can loosen that up. Yeah, it moves, so it's just tight. But what I wanted to see was the ABS pickup. Look what we got. It's supposed to be straight, so it can pick up these teeth as it goes around. And I guess what's happened is that bent. Looks like there was a freaking nut in there, and it bent that out. If that's not picking up, if it's bent and not picking anything up, not gonna work. So I'm gonna try and bend that out, see if I can get it back together. Okay, this is the other side. So make sure we got enough good grease in there. Main thing is these slide. Gotta have them slide. And they got the little rubber, the little booties around it. That appears to be okay there. I'm gonna start this thing at 1 o'clock. Told the customer I'd have it by 6 o'clock. Getting close. Not really. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This side here. Alright. Now I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to have to contract the brake pads a little bit. Piston on that end. Probably a little bit of play. Yeah. Guess what? I gotta compress this. Gotta compress that piston. Alright. Let's go to the other side. Let's get that one done. Oh yeah, I still gotta see if I can fix that anti-skid. Well, unfortunately no go on that anti-skid. But at least now I know which one's bad. So, get back in here. Figure that one back out. But I broke it, snapped it off. Alright, so that's where we're at with that. Let's get the anchor back on here. You can see these are little slider, slider tensioners, should I say. And you got one on top, one on the bottom, and that keeps your pad from wiggling around. Before you put these on, is you're going to have to compress that piston, which means you have to turn it. So what I do is I temporarily put the anchor plate back on and go ahead and temporarily go ahead and put them in the sliders. Then what I do is I get me a clamp and I pull that slider so it's all the way fully engaged so it can't go nowhere, right? Alright, then I take a pair of needle nose and I put them right in those alignment marks. Then I use a crescent wrench. I go ahead and you're going to turn it clockwise. And then what it's going to do is twist that in. So you can see what I do and see how it works. I take this, I put it in here like this. You're controlling this one here. So all you got to do is get this other one over here. You're sitting it with it like that. You're controlling this one here. So get in there like that. Come on. You get your crescent wrench on it and then turn. Clockwise. Get it in there as far as you can. Alright. And say kind of like when you're done, make them so they're straight up and down. Kind of like that. Alright, so it takes care of that. But before you put it together, make sure you do that and get those pistons in. They are a bear to get in, to screw them back in. They're not. You just can't use this to squeeze it in. All right, we're back. Night off. My dilemma right now is getting that piston compressed so I can get the brake pads on. So the way I've got it is I've got the rotor off of here and I've got it the anchor plate just temporarily bolted up here, and then of course bolted the sliders with a clamp that's keeping it from sliding. And then I was using the needle nose to go ahead and turn clockwise, which is turning it back in. Well, we went shopping yesterday, and I said, the heck with it. I'm going to go ahead to Harbor Freight, and I'm going to go ahead and buy me a freaking kit. And this supposedly has all those little discs that sit, match it up with that piston head, and then go ahead and rotate it with that kit. Now, I'm not sure. I've never used that kit before, so I don't know whether I have to. I would think I wouldn't have to have it done and locked down like I got it right now. It might have a setup with a press and all that, pressing it in and turn it at the same time. Might have something to do with that. Because this set is set up for whether you have regular piston brakes or these twist back pistons. So we're going to go ahead and try it, see what's in the kit, and go from there. So it's kind of a learning curve, as well as you'll see what's in the Maddox kit. As you saw, I used the Maddox kit on the front to press out and press in the lower ball joint. So Maddox got a good system here. It cost me $50. So for the paint, for the pain and anguish and all that crap that I've had to do with what I'm doing right now, I'm still probably gonna at least another 45 minutes on this one side, and I got to go to the other side, do the exact same thing. So I said, the heck with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the kit. I was looking for the little square. They make a little square cube that's got all these little, divots in it, and you can line it up with the piston and just use a ratchet. You're still gonna have to hold the your assembly here so you can do that. I even had this thing. I'm just gonna crank that thing all the way back. Let go with that. I got all this stuff out here now I don't need. So stay tuned. We'll see what's in the box, see how it works, and go from there. All right, something else I picked up. I said I was gonna go with the nitrile disposable gloves in 7mm. I got small hands, and I had grab these, and these are made by Hardy. You can get the hand gloves. It's basically painter's gloves, and I got these in small, and I could barely get them on my hands. And within 10-15 minutes, they already start to deteriorate on my hands. So I'm done. I'm done using those. It says of course medium duty 5mm. So I moved up to the heavy duties 7mm industrial use. So I will try these, and these are in medium. They fit perfectly. They fit like a glove. So anyway, we'll see how long these last doing what I'm doing. I hate wearing gloves. I really do. But I don't know. I can't. I just don't know. I'm 62. And my whole life, doing all the mechanics and stuff, I never wore gloves. So my hands were always exposed to oils, all kinds of chemicals throughout my life. And 2 years ago, I had prostate cancer. So you can take a look at that evolution that I went through to have it removed. So I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with prostate cancer. I have no idea. So just something to think about. All right, let's see what's in this kit. Doing this one time, using this kit, it paid for itself. Okay. You can't get brakes. You can't get brakes done for under $50. So if you have a Mustang, you're going to be doing rear brakes. You already saw that other video where I changed out the calipers on my 97. And I don't know how I got away without having to compress them. The only thing I can think of is they already had brand new calipers on it. Keep the box. It's back with the other one. Let's see what all in here. Show me exactly how I'm doing this. We got 7, we got 5. Breaks it down into numbers. Breaks it down into numbers. So you can't lose your equipment. There's the compressor. And it's gonna go, you're gonna put one of these on there and it's gonna lock. That's gonna lock. Oh, it's magnet. Okay. So now you can go right in there, line it up with, I'm assuming it's that one. I just not sure. That one? No, it's gonna be next size bigger. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. It's gonna have something to do with this thing here. It's gonna come out here and lock on that. You're gonna be able to turn that and get it done. You're probably still gonna have it. Unfortunately, these brakes on here are probably original, so you can anything newer or new brakes will probably rotate faster. But you're over. I mean, as far as resistance is concerned, you might be able to just hold the whole caliper and rotate it. Just not sure. Let's make sure. Let's see how they want you to line this thing up. Come on here. So let's see. I'll give you a picture of how they want it done. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so there's your picture of how they want it lined up. It's going to go through there, and then you're going to be able to turn it. Not exactly sure how they're holding it, other than what I'm doing right now. May still have to do just what I'm doing. So, all right, first thing, let's get the right. Holy cow! Oh, can I put it back? No. Oh, I dropped it. I think this one was taken off. Make sure it's not the right one. That's the right one. Yeah, sure. Okay. You did get the right one. Alright, let's see. I don't know, like I said, it's got a magnet holding it, which is great. It goes on right there. This thing here is gonna go right inside here and hold that. I don't have the whole caliper out. Okay, so it's gonna resist that. Oh, this is half a bracket. It's gonna hold it. Okay. Ahead like so. The magnet back on there, stay. This one. Yeah, first, I think it's gonna go right over. Handle like so. Now in there. Okay, go ahead and line it up. Okay, there we go. Take care of that. Okay, we're in there. Okay. Turn that back. Back to tighten that up. Yeah. You see it. Back that up. Back that up. I think you just have to keep turning that thing. So this is what we're looking at right now. Got your adapter on the inside, then you got that plate locking up against the caliper, and then you got this. You adjust it back. You're adjusting it back out, keeping the plate secured to that. That'll keep you from twisting. We get my crescent back again. This is cool. Hopefully, got to make sure those indentions in that plate or the crevices in that piston are clean. This also can be used to compress regular pistons. So, eyes are getting a little worse here. Okay. Okay, move the T-handle of the thrust bolt to one side and slide the plate over the thrust bolt until it rests on the bottom. Apply the disc to the two pegs on the bottom of the thrust bolt. Magnet will hold in place. Raise and safety. This is going to remove the wheel. Remove the wheel and brake caliper. Remove a worn brake pad and hardware. Service caliper according to Wayland manufacturer. Figure A for typical use. Reassemble caliper pads, clean, store, and service. So basically what you're looking at, you can compress the piston with it. Let's see if we can get beautiful. Attention. Attention on it. Man, this makes it a heck of a lot easier than using that crazy carter key. Keep the pressure on it. Is going in. Beautiful. I just probably recommend doing it just like I'm doing it now. Right now, lock the pin. Probably don't even have to worry about using this. Let me get this off right here. Really just to keep the slider from sliding. I guess I can go all the way in with it now. And that plate back out. Oh, that's why I screwed myself all up. I guess doing it just like I did it. Just like I did this, but you're gonna have to do all this before you put any that together. I just screwed everything up. You may be all the way in. Yeah, it's all the way in. Yep. Trying to get it out. There we go, drop out. Okay. I like it. That was super easy. All right. Now let's go get this back together. This side done. Want to go in nicely. Okay, let's go. Pain in the butt. Okay. Anchor plate off of here. Now we'll put our rotor back on. Oh, get the rotor. Get our rotor. Not you guys around. Anchor plate back on. I kind of always make it a habit. Put the bolt. Take the nut. And hold the caliper on. Especially the rotor on. Especially out front, because you're trying to play around with that big old caliper. And you just can't. And now if you're pulling just the anchor plate, I've got my ratchet now. I had to charge the battery on it last night. Well, let's get the torque wrench on it. What did we say this was? Anchor plate, 85.95. 85 to 95. What do I got here? I got it at 90. Beautiful. Okay, I got these little slider things. Go on here. Get these little clip things here. Slide in. A little spring thing is going to face in. Okay. There we go. Last one we look like. Curled under too. Get your springs on the back sides. Push against the piston. So quick close up. This is the way those should look. The springs facing out. You get your little locks with your sliders slash keepers. Alright, bring our caliper back up now. Over those springs. Oh, come on, you get a hold of it. There we go. Here we are. Get your butt up there. Now, of course, you're going to have those springs. They're going to be pretty tensioned. And you got to get your freaking slider bolts in there. And then you got to make sure those slider bolts, you have a flat spot. See that flat spot on there? Gonna rotate it around because it's gonna mate in there. Because you can see the flat spot on the caliper. So you're gonna twist it around. I'm not with one hand. So it is flat. And that'll keep that from rotating. There we go. Alright, there we go. Share the bottoms the same way. There we go. And then they'll, let's see. Looks like when we get the bottom on it first. Gonna have to play with it. Don't know why they just don't. Why they want to be. But it doesn't matter which one get in first. You don't want to cross thread it either. My ratchet. Gotcha. Beautiful. Okay, that's the bottom one. Now we got to get the top one in. How come? How come? How come? How come? Let me try something. Let me get the top one in. See if I mess with the bottom one later. You're freaking killing me. You gotta be perfectly freaking aligned. I guess taking a quick break always works. Get frustrated. Back off for a minute, come back. Okay, now. I put the top one in first. Now we'll come down. Not really. Take it out a little bit. Because that You gotta twist that around. Like I said, what fits in that square. Okay. Beautiful. I'm not gonna have you guys go through the heartache on the other one. I showed you everything I need to do on this one. Very good. Let's see. Those get torqued hand tight. Caliper bolts, 23 to 26 foot-pounds. That is it. I have nothing to go that low. While I was in Harbor Freight, I did notice that they're going to have torque adapters that you're going to be able to put on the end of your ratchets. Either on the end of on the top of your 3/8 or on the end of your regular ratchets. So you're not going to have a long making those obsolete, and they're digital, so they will be exact. So let's see, 23. Like I said, you can do that with a wrench. Ow. I just listen. Nice firm. Okay, and there we are. Use it all together. I'm going to put the tire on. I'm putting the tire on, torquing it. She's done. Okay, I'm not taking you through the whole scenario here, but this is the way that's set up without me having to plug it onto. If you're just going to change the pads on it, you're good. Let's say you don't have to take off the anchor plate. So as you can see, we have this little plate here. It's pulled back, and then your nut, you're going to tighten it back, lock it on here, and then your other piece is on that, and you can see how the little nibbits are locked inside the crevices on that piston. And the only thing is, I can't turn it. I can't turn it by hand. You're over here. I can't. Fortunately, I can't turn the thing by hand. So a large pair of pliers come across the top, hold it, and go one more. Whatever works. Okay. Now I'm using the bottom here of the crescent wrench, and then I'm turning it. It is turning. A little bit of time. Keep that locked. Alright. And again, do it again. It is going back. Very slowly. Matter of holding it. We'll get it back there. So it's kind of like the unboxing of the Maddox disc brake caliper service kit. I used the number 6 for those for the 96 Ford Mustang. Well, that's going to go from 94 up to 90, 98 Mustangs. As far as I know, I don't know, the GTs may be the same, but it doesn't matter what type of pistons that you have, whether you gotta turn them in or press them in. This kit will do that. So here we go. I am happy. That was well worth the $50 at Harbor Freight. So, okay, let's take this puppy for a test ride. Something else, don't forget to check your level inside your brake reservoir. Okay, brake fluid reservoir. Pump your brakes before you take it, move it anywhere. Make sure you got pressure on your brake. That's good. Of course. Now I got high performance brakes all the way around now. Yeah, at least I do now know. Oh yeah, that's with the tie rod. New tie rod, ball joint installed too. This is a test drive with both the ball joint and the tie rod and brakes. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, she's nice and straight now. Beautiful. A little bit of ticking under there. I have to figure out what. Probably something to do with the vacuum plate. Yeah, that ball joint made all the difference. Alright, she's got brand new shocks all the way around. Those are thank you to Autosaver 88. I just saw the video of me doing the lower ball joint on this. That's Vogel. And then I just did the rear brake rotors and pads. And that's Nakakimo Moto or something like that. Alright. Getting straight as a freaking arrow now. Alright, I thought I was gonna. I didn't like the way the steering wheel was sitting. It's kind of cocked a little bit to the right. But come find out that was because of the ball joint. It's straight as an arrow now. And with these shocks, you don't have to do an alignment on them anyway. They're solid the way they're going to be. Alright. These brakes wore in. Barely have to touch them. I still do have an NI skid light. Somehow or other, there was a walnut that was stuck between the pickup and the caliper, and it bent it. So of course, me trying to straighten it back out, no go. Oh, feels great. These freaking feel great. Alright, boys and girls. That is the final conclusion of getting this 96 Mustang back on the road. from engine change all the way to shocks and rear brakes. Oh man, this is great. So again, the only thing I have is an anti-skid situation, and it's not doing anything. The steering wheel is straight as an arrow. Oh yeah, that includes doing the AC system. It's just for the heck of it. See if I got AC. I got AC. I couldn't get those stupid valves to shut. That's it. Got AC. She is done. Man. So there we are. It's now your turn to get your 94 to 99 Mustang back up to speed, suspension wise. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, definitely share. Catch you on next. Crosby's vlogs in my garage. Straight as an arrow. I'm just not straight on the road.